Hi! Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back to this week's album listen. We are on to Billlie. We're going to be checking out the Collective Soul and Unconscious Chapter 1. I've already done an album listen to them before. I checked out their previous album, which is called The Village of Perception, I believe is the previous one. Their debut album. I checked that out a couple years ago, I think, or a year or two ago at this point, which is crazy to think about. But I checked that out a while back and I really enjoyed a lot of the songs. It was a 5-star album for me. And let's see if they keep up that trend, because who knows? I really have enjoyed their music in the past, so we'll see how this goes. But we are checking out, like I said, the Collective Soul of Unconscious, which have the track list GingaMingaYo. We're going to be watching the performance video. I think it's a one-shot performance video, so that's really cool. So we're checking that out. And then we're getting into the rest of the songs: Assign Anonymous, Overlap 1-1, Moon Palace, and lastly Believe. Now with Moon Palace, I have both a lyric video and a dance practice. I believe it's a dance practice. And then with Believe, we're going to be watching their 1,000 day special, or is it 1,000 days? But they made a special video that they released just a couple months ago. So I decided to include it here because I believe it is the same song. It's Believe in all lowercase letters. So I believe it is the same song. I could probably check it out just in case, but I believe it probably is. Just like I believe it probably is. But yeah, I'm excited to see what today brings for me. Like I said, I have enjoyed the music in the past, so I feel like this is going to be fun. Now a little bit of a disclaimer, I guess. I haven't checked out a lot of their recent music because I wanted to do a album music video catch up, I should say. I wanted to do that, and I think they have 4 out so far because I believe I'm releasing this just a few days after the day of, or a few days after they have released their most recent album. They released one literally today. As I'm filming this, they released one today. So I know that they have a bunch of music videos that I haven't gone to yet, but hopefully I'll do a catch-up video to them whenever that comes up, which I'm trying to do one catch-up video a week, so I'll try to get to it whenever I can. But I know that I probably should try to get to it because obviously they had to come back today. But anyway, I think that's everything I wanted to say though, so we're going to get started, and we're starting with the GingaMingaYo performance video. So yeah, let's go. Alright, lovely, so let's go ahead and get started with today's album listen. We're going to start off with the GingaMingaYo, The Strange World one-shot performance video. I'm excited for this. I'm just going to be partying this entire time, to be honest. I'm just going to let you know that beforehand because I do really love this song. I have a couple of disclaimers to give, of course. I'm a big reactor, so if that's not something you're into, then I would advise you go somewhere else. I also pause a lot. I'm going to be using the visualizers for this listen because I couldn't really, I found them and they had lyrics on them, so I thought I should use them instead of using a lyric video, so that is what I'm deciding to do. And also, I think there's one more thing I wanted to mention. Yes, it's been a while since I listened to them. It's been a while since I watched anything of them. I used to be able to know all the members' names, I believe, but I think it's been a while now, and so my brain is just not going to be able to keep up with it. And a lot of the members have very similar names, there's Suyeon, there's Seon, there's Siyun. So I'm sorry that I probably won't be able to name everybody, but I hope that's okay with you. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited. Let's dive into this. I'm gonna have the captions on for this one if that's okay with you because it's been a while. So let's get into this. Let's go. Oh, I forgot. I love these outfits. Let's go. I do know Moonsua, of course I do. I think that's Haram. I think. I'm not going to be speculating too much. I know some of them pretty well, and the rest of them I could probably figure them out if I really sat down to think about it, but I'm not going to be speculating too much. If I know them, I know them. I'll be mentioning it, obviously. I wonder, I remember when she was all over the internet, you know? I love this choreography. I really do. Like, I love the way they use their voices too. Like, a lot of them are like very, like, their voices themselves almost, like, they sound very sassy singing this, you know what I mean? Which makes sense. Woo! One more time. I forgot there's a dance break to this song. Oh my god, I think I remember it now. I think I went crazy over this. Hold on. Yeah! She's such a cutie. She's such a cutie. And it's right into her eyeball. Is that Haruna? I think so. Anyway, I do love this choreography. It's so fun and interesting. And again, I remember when this was released. This was 2022, right? Yeah, 2022, beginning of 2022. I remember when this was released. I did react to it, right? Did I react to the music video? I feel like I did, right? Yes, I must have. I think it was music video week when I used to do that. I did react to this music video, and I was like, this is so much fun. Because I'd heard and I'd seen the clips before, and I probably talked about it during the reaction, that I was like, this is really fun. It's really energetic. It's really eclectic. That's a word, I think, right? Yeah, eclectic. It's like all over the place. It's bold, you know what I mean? And I do love stuff like that, obviously. Like the kind of stuff that's like almost a little bit weird, you know what I mean? Like, because I think that like weird is honestly a compliment to me. If somebody calls something weird, I'll be like, I'm gonna be interested in this, you know what I mean? I'm gonna like this. And I feel like it does have this like weird quality to it with that instrumental. Again, it's like very all over the place and very, I feel like it's weird, you know what I mean? But again, it's a good thing to me. It's a good thing because I think that like I said, I appreciate anything that's weird. So yeah, I don't know what else to say though. It's really fun. It's really like, just, I want to get up and dance, you know what I mean? But I can't really do that. I can only really just sit and do like kind of the arm movements, but that's all I can really do. But yeah, like I said, this song is very fun, and I am excited to listen to it again. I definitely have been listening to it a little bit more now, of course, with my playlist being as huge as it is now, because I've listened to so much different music over the past few years. It like takes a little bit for things to come up. But for example, Flipping a Coin from the original album came up recently, and I was like, oh, this song is so good. And this song also comes up sometimes, and I'm like, this song is so good, you know what I mean? But anyway, enough about the previous album. We're going to go into our new album now, and starting off with a song that I haven't heard before. Like I said, we're going to be doing the visualizers that have captions on them, so I won't know who's singing which parts, which I know that like most people do like whenever that is the case, but also I decided I'm just going to be doing this because it's the official lyrics, so I feel like that is a lot better in my opinion, but you know, some people might be processing right now, I don't really know for sure. But anyway, like I said, we're going to get into the next song, which is what is it called again? They always have like really interesting song titles, so I want to like check this out real quick. It is Assign Anonymous. That's right, we're gonna get into Assign Anonymous. Let's go. Alright, lovely, so let's go into our first new song for the day. This is Assign Anonymous. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be using the visualizers. I hope that's okay with you. And also, since there are captions here, I'm going to be having them on, of course. I decided to really blow them up a little bit, so we have that so you can see it for sure. Because obviously, I'm going to be staring at this image, which I'm not opposed to, but you know what I mean? It's going to be... we're just going to be looking at this. So I'm excited though. Let's go and get into some new music. Let's go. Okay. Ooh, okay. Given like fashion. Ooh. 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 Yeah, I like this a lot. It reminds me of like I said, I was saying like fashion because that came to mind to me because of like, again, I think I talked about it in a pretty like recent album listen where there is like this genre of music, like whenever I hear it, I'm reminded of this like fashion game that I used to play as a kid, because it has like these kind of like very recognizable type of like instrumentals where it like feels again that like it's like bouncy, it's electronic, it's fun, like that type of music, like it could be played in a mall, you know what I mean, but in a good way. You know what I mean? I think some people like when they hear mall music, I'm like they feel like it's a bad thing, but to me it can mean a good thing, but that's what it reminds me of at least. Ooh. Oh, I like that ad-lib a lot. Yeah, so we're pretty whipped right now. It seems like we're whipped, and like we kind of are seeing like traces of this person everywhere. You know what I mean? Like I think that's very common when, especially if you're young and you have like found somebody that you really like. It's like it feels like everything reminds you of the person. You know what I mean? Like just small little things can be like, oh, because we talked about this thing, or you know, this person likes this thing, you know what I mean? Like these things can kind of like, you kind of associate stuff with the person, and so like every single time you see something, it's like they're there, you know what I mean? But in reality, it probably isn't like, it isn't a sign from the universe, it's just that your brain is making you think that way because you're so smitten by somebody, you know what I mean? Oof. Ooh. I like this chorus a lot. The line. Ooh. It almost like it fizzed out. Like it's like the instrumental. It's almost like we were up here and then like everything just like we fizzed out of it in a way. Ooh. Once again. Whoa. And it destroyed us. Yeah. Obviously, they talk a lot about Billlie in their music. Like, I think even in the previous album, even though it's been a while, I think they do mention that. And I've always been really curious if it's like, if it's a person, if it's another Billlie, if it's, or another, like a collective conscious of some kind, or if it's like a god-like being, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really curious about that. I'm sure that a lot of you guys already kind of have an idea of like what Billlie is, you know what I mean? But I don't really know, and I'm curious about it. But yeah, like I said, I think that this is supposed to be like a, you know what I mean? Like you're walking around, you see something, and you're like, oh, and you get reminded of a person that you really like. It's sort of like that, and you sort of think like that the universe is behind all of this, and like the reason why you think about this person all the time is because they're like sending you messages in a way. But in reality, like I said, you've kind of connected things without even realizing it in your head, and like stuff reminds you of the person. Like I remember, like if I gifted this friend something once, like a couple of years ago, I gave this friend a birthday, or no, it was a Christmas gift. I gave a person a Christmas gift, and now whenever I see that thing, I get reminded of them, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was a crazy time, and it was a person I had a crush on. But I didn't know it at the time because they were a girl. But anyway, but I think it's sort of like that, of like, you know, you kind of take it to be something that it isn't, and like everything, yeah, you kind of feel that deja vu feeling of like, have I been here before? But you haven't, you know what I mean? It's interesting. But yeah, that was fun. That was enjoyable. I like that. Like I said, it had that kind of like mall vibe, but in a good way. Very bouncy, very light, very fun. And I like that. Again, it was like a fizz almost. It was like when you, like when, like, I immediately thought my first brain image was like of like bread when it like sinks. When you bake it, it like blows up and then it sinks, you know what I mean? That's what it was like. I was thinking in my head of like, it just kind of like went down. I don't know if that made sense. I don't know. But that's what my brain was like. That's what it is. That's what it is. Even though obviously it's not. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was nice. So we're going to go into our next song, which is, once again, I should just have my phone up because I can't find them because, again, the title is so long. We have Overlap 1-1. I don't know if it's supposed to be read as whole, like if it's like a division thing or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to find out right in this moment. But let's go into Overlap. Let's go. All right, lovelies, we're on to our next song, Overlap. Let's get right into it. Okay. We got that fun melody once again. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Is that piano? Yeah, it's piano. I like that. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Actually, I think that like since it's pretty late once I'm recording this, my headphones are forsaking me. They're not working in my favor. But yeah, it feels like we're almost gonna get like a jazzy vibe to this immediately from like that. It kind of feels like, you know, when you're like in a bar and somebody starts playing piano. Doesn't that feel that way to you? Ooh. Ooh. Cool. It's pretty fast paced. Hold on. Ooh. We mentioned 11 in both of these songs. Are they supposed to be like is that what's supposed to be? Overlap 11? Maybe. Perhaps. Again, they usually have like pretty high concept stuff, and my brain usually does not want to work with me, so I like try my best to like decipher stuff, but I'm assuming that's what it is. Because again, they said 11 in the previous song as well, right? Yes, they did. Okay. Interesting. That's really fun. Oh. Ooh. Fun, yeah. I feel like I'm trying so hard to like understand the song, but it seems like again we feel connected to a person in a way where we sort of feel like we are one and the same, and we're sort of saying that like we want us to overlap. You know what I mean? And I'm assuming that's supposed to be like a metaphor for being like we should be together. At least that's what I'm assuming. Again, if I get anything wrong in any of my videos, I apologize. Again, this is the first time reaction. I am not sitting down and analyzing these things beforehand, so I really don't know. But that's kind of what it's giving me, a little bit at least. But yeah, this is very fun. Oh yes. Ooh. We kind of slowed it down, but not really. Yeah, Yeah, that was really fun. I liked that a lot. That one had like a, not a creepy factor necessarily, but it was very different as well. Very unique sounding in the way that it was built up, because it was like, again, it was quite fast paced, but also it felt like I wasn't like struggling to keep up with it, you know what I mean? It still let it take its time to get there, if that makes any sense. But I felt like, again, like I wasn't dragged by it. I didn't feel like I was just overwhelmed, you know what I mean? And yeah, it was very like interesting from the lyrical point. Like I said, again, I feel like that is the case. Again, don't know what the Billlie is supposed to mean, and I feel like I should know, because again, I've listened to an album in the past, and it's their debut album. But again, I'm assuming in my head it's almost like a conscious in and of itself. You know what I mean? It's its own being, you know? But yeah, like I said, I feel like it is supposed to be if like when you feel a connection so strong that you almost feel like you overlap, like you're one person, like you're half and half. You know what I mean? 11. You're half and half. you're well, not 11 necessarily. Yeah, sure. You're like 1 and 1. You're 2. You're one side. What, that was also a song of theirs, but it's you're one side of the coin to you're one side of the coin to another person's side of the coin. I think that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't have another metaphor for it, but I just didn't at the moment. But it's like that feeling where you feel so close to somebody that you're like, we could practically be the same. We could be the same person. You know what I mean? And I definitely felt that way about some people, honestly. But yeah, that was fun. That was a fun song. It was very interesting to listen to. So yeah, we're gonna go into our next track, which is Moon Palace, I believe. That is Moon Palace, correct? Yes, Moon Palace. We're going to be getting into this one, and then right after it, we have a performance video or a practice video, I'm assuming. I don't know where they performed the song. Maybe it was like a B-side that they were performing at the same time. So we are going to be getting into that after it, but first we're going to be listening to the song with the lyrics. So yeah, let's dive right into that. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, we're on to our next track, which is Moon Palace. We have a different video this time, so that's fun, or a different graphic, I guess I should say. So yeah, like I said, we're going to watch this first, and then we're going to get into the dance practice. I think they just called it a dance practice. Choreography practice, maybe. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's go into this song. Let's go. Ooh, okay. Getting some bubbly vibes. Ooh. Whoa, okay, hold on. Who is that? Okay. Ooh. 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 I can tell this is gonna be very ethereal. I can already tell, or like otherworldly is what it's giving me. Like very fairy. Feels like I just entered like Neverland. You know what I mean? I'm just floating right now. Woo! Ooh! Ooh! Oh, okay. Ooh. Like there's almost this heartbeat that's happening right now. Like, can you hear it? Like, it feels like it's like, right? Yeah, and I don't know why. I think just listening to heartbeats creep me out a little bit in a weird way, but I just, ooh, it gets me. Like, again, it's so pretty in that little, like, that very light, like, tingling. Again, I can't, like, that little plinging? That's not even, that's a Swedish word. That little, like, you know, that very light sound up there. You know, that it's so, like, again, it's so pretty and so ethereal, but then you have this, like, it sounds like a heartbeat in the back, and I'm just like, ooh, the mixture is kind of weird in my brain. Ooh. Ooh. We just dropped a coin. We dropped a coin, didn't we? Yeah. Now we're ringing. And once again, it's that time, it's our time. I think that's what they said, right? Ooh. Yeah, very interesting. It felt like this one was a little bit more poetic and a little bit harder for me to, like, decipher the lyrics, at least. Because it feels like it should be... Okay, let me think about this. So, yeah, I really honestly don't know what it was saying. It feels like they were kind of stuck somehow. Like, stuck in the place that they were or something like that. Or, like, there's a line about, a fog or something like that. So, maybe that's something with it. But honestly, after reading that through only once, I feel like I didn't really know what it was about. I honestly don't. But sometimes, again, I think, again, these girls go for usually a pretty high concept feel and a high concept, like, just vibe to their albums in a way, if that makes sense. So I feel like, again, there's a lot of interpretation that comes here, and sometimes, especially now that it's 8 p.m. and this is the last video I'm filming this week, my brain is just it's not able to really keep up as well as I would like it to. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought it was very fun though. Like I said, it was like this mixture of pretty and some, like, kind of weirder elements. You know what I mean? But like I said, it felt very ethereal, very I felt like I was floating in a way in some of the parts, especially during the pre-chorus. Definitely, like, it was just like, and a world was opening up to me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it was very pretty, very light, very, like, just a nice song, and a nice feel to listen to. So yeah, like I said, we're going to go into the choreography practice. I think it's a choreography practice. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Like I said, I don't know if this is for, like, they had a concert, a fan meeting, if this was a song they performed, like, they promoted during the time. I don't really know for sure, but I'm excited to watch it regardless. So let's see them dance one more time in this video. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Alright, so lovelies, we're on to our next video. This is the Moon Palace choreography practice. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to include a bunch of other stuff in here so that we wouldn't just have a bunch of me watching the visualizer, which is still a fun experience, you know what I mean? Like, I like listening and watching songs. But to you guys, it might be a little bit boring if I just do that in the entire thing. So I decided to include some fun stuff as well. So yeah, like I said, I'm intrigued to watch this and see what kind of like performance this song has, because I feel like I can imagine something, but also I feel like I shouldn't be, because again, these girls are very like, they can do a lot of different things. So I'm intrigued to find out. But let's dive into this. Ooh, okay. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna need my big boy eyes on right now. Ooh, okay, yeah, we're very much like focused. I'm gonna like see if I can up this. No, it's to this quality. I'm sorry about it. I feel like this is already very arm focused, which I thought it would be, because that would make sense to me. Anyway, continue. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. They are so in sync. It's crazy to watch. Like I love that whenever I'm like watching something and I'm just like able to really see how in time they are with each other, because I think obviously with K-pop, I feel like so many groups are insanely in sync with each other. Like I feel like I mentioned that with like most groups, and it's just true. Most of them are really good at that, and like keeping track with each other, of like being very synchronized with their movements, but also every single time though, it's just so satisfying. Like I know it's kind of a standard in K-pop, but it's still so satisfying to see it. You know what I mean? Because like, Ooh. It's almost this doll-like energy as well. Like when they started like in the first parts where they did this whole like very like this kind of thing, or I don't know how to describe it. It felt very doll-like, very much like they were on like they were like a puppet on strings in a way. You know what I mean? Don't you get that with the way their necks are moving and stuff? It feels very like non-human almost. I love that move a lot. Just do. Oh yeah, definitely with that move too. Or like when they're little like you know, in jewelry boxes when they have those little ballerinas in them. But they just went like, and then they settled with that click sound. Absolutely. Cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was kind of, I kind of was assuming that was kind of the vibe that we were gonna get with this, but again, could be anything. Could be anything. You know what I mean? But like I said, it was very like, again, with the way that the instrumental to me is very ethereal and very, it feels almost, like I said, otherworldly and almost like a little bit royalty like in a way, if that makes any type of sense. You know what I mean? Like I can imagine it being a Disney movie, in a Disney movie. You know what I mean? Like that melody, that of the, again, the little tapping, little like clinging, plinging, pinging. I don't know. What is the word? It's too late right now. I don't know my words well enough. But with that kind of noise, of that like light tapping, it feels like it could be that way. So it makes sense to me that they were like, almost, it felt very, like I said, it felt very dull. Like they had a lot of very sharper, like a lot sharper movements with their arms to like kind of simulate that in a way to me. So I felt like it was sort of inspired of that in a way, maybe, perhaps. And also like how like choreographed with the outfits they were. So like nobody like didn't nobody had the same color as each other, except for like some of them were wearing white shirts. But like I love that they had their own like little color theme here. I do love that. Looks really fun. It's almost like they're Power Rangers, or like a girl, like magical girls. You know what I mean? Like a glitter force. That's the first thing that I think of. But you know what I mean? Like when they're like color coordinated, like powerful fighters in space or whatever it could be, like fairies. Like that's what kind of what it's giving me, like Winx or something like that. But anyway, enough of that rant. Let's go into our last song, which is Believe. This is it's their debut 1,000 Days special video, and I made sure to check if there was the right song, and it is the right song, so I am intrigued to see it. So let's listen to our last song of this EP, and then we are finished, and I'll tell you what we have next. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Alright, lovelies, we're on to our last song and video. This is the Believe special video for their 1,000 Days debut special. So yeah, like I said, this released just a little bit ago. Like I think it was in August, so it's almost 3 months ago this was released, if I'm not mistaken, or August, September, October. No, it's 2 months. So I am intrigued to see this, and it seems like they're in England, because I see the Big Ben, or at least I'm assuming it's the Big Ben. So let's see what this video is like, and let's hear this song. We have captions on this video, so that's why I decided to do it. But yeah, without further ado, let's go. Okay. Hello, everybody. So this is gonna be Haribo. Dude, we love Haribo in this house. We love Haribo. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Yeah, this is gonna be like a concert, or like maybe a concert compilation sort of thing, where they're showing like clips from their concerts. At least I'm assuming so. Interesting. Oh, I love those. Oh, they were in Germany, that's why. We look very cutesy. Oh, hello, girl. Woo. Oh, we look very cutesy right now. Oh. Yeah, so this is the fan song, isn't it? I mean, I thought so already, but sometimes when they make special videos, it doesn't necessarily have to be the fan song, but it definitely is. Oh, hi, girls. Oh my goodness. Okay. They went to Sweden? Hello? They went to Sweden? Girls, when were you here? Did I miss that? I always just assume that no artists come here at all. Now I'm kind of sucky about that. Well, they went to Stockholm, and that's like 6 hours of like travel, so I wouldn't even be able to go there. But I kind of feel bad about that now. I'm going to be excited to see this because I probably will recognize a lot of these places because I've been here before. Oh my goodness. I'm assuming this is a hotel though. Bam. Yeah, it's for their world tour. Our Flower World. Yeah, I listened to Flower World. It was very sweet. Yeah, they had a Europe tour. That's why. Aww. I should find that. Believe. Germany. London. Stratford. Ooh. Hello, everybody. Aw, cute. Yeah, so this clip is from when they were in Berlin. Again, I can't believe they went here. When did they come to Sweden? It's fine, though. Again, like I said, I wouldn't be able to attend a concert anyway because I'm pretty busy and also it's expensive. But still, you know? Because it's like almost never that groups come here, so... There they were in Sweden. Hello, everybody. Hello, my fellow Swedish K-pop stans. Look at that lesbian flag back there. I see that. Ooh, cute. That's really sweet. Munich, Berlin, Cologne, Stockholm, London, Lisbon, Prague, Budapest, and Warsaw. Again, I'm not being salty or anything. I just didn't know that. Is there anything more? Yeah, Believe. Oh. Yeah, I think I knew that their fandom name was Believe. Or like Believe. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. I'm sure it's Believe, but I was like, maybe it's something else or something along those lines, but I thought because it's a debut special, I was like, perhaps it is about the fans. And it definitely is, of course. Like, it's about that of, like, if we believe together, we can make it. And, like, if we, if you believe in us, then we will have a better chance. We will make it. We will do much better if we have you guys along us. And that's obviously really cute. And I didn't know that. But again, can't believe they went here. I know that there's been a couple here and there that I know has been here, but it's just whenever I see it, I'm like, dang. Because it's like, if they come here once, they're probably never coming again. Honestly, because most of the time it's like Asia, and like like North America that they come to. But other than that, a lot of groups don't come to Sweden, especially. There's definitely groups that go to like Europe as well, but Sweden, we don't really get that much. So I'm happy to have seen that, though. That was very, very sweet of being like, oh, we were appreciated at least in some way. So that's nice. Again, I'm not trying to garner sympathy here, but I'm just saying. But yeah, that was all we had for this album listen. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, like usual, if you watched the last one, I'll be doing a little bit of a like a little listen through, and see how I feel about all the songs once I am just by myself. Because sometimes I definitely do think that being on camera can definitely change up a little bit. I try to be as honest as I can be, of course, but I think with being on camera, you kind of there's, even if you don't think about it in the moment, there definitely is a difference to being watched than not watched. You know what I mean? So I'll be listening to it in my own right after this, and I'm gonna be doing my little review thing, like I did with the last album, which was quite a while ago, obviously, and then we will see what I think about it. So yeah, thank you for watching this. I'll see you in my final rating when I do that, and then I'll tell you what is next. So yeah, I'll see you right there. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, that was all I had for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for hopefully enjoying it with me. So yeah, sorry that my lighting is not the best right now. Like I said, I am filming this at like, it's now 8:30, because usually I film at like midday, but I had classes today, so I couldn't really fit that in. But you know, it's alright, it's okay, it's just not that my lighting is not going to be the best. But yeah, so this album is also getting a 5-star. We are 5 for 5, or 2 for 5. I don't really know how to say it, but we have gotten everything so far with the 2 albums I've listened to. So I'm going to give you my little I usually have a little comments section where I leave some thoughts that I had, so I'm going to read that off to you. This album felt very otherworldly and strange in the best way. You see? The strange world. That's kind of, I was playing with that a little bit. Nothing was bad, of course, but it felt like something was hiding beneath the surface. Yeah, it always felt like something was going to pop out at me, and like something really out of nowhere would happen, you know what I mean? Like, that's the entire feeling that I had throughout it. But, you know, it was still very interesting with a lot of interesting sounds, and, you know, I liked it. Let me see here where I was. Yes, very fun overall, and nice production, definitely. Like, I love the instrumentals a lot. I thought they were really, really interesting. Faves were GingaMingaYo, of course, because, like, that is the... Oh, it's one of their best songs, honestly. A Sign, Anonymous, I really like that vibe as well. And also Moon Palace, I thought it was very interesting, again, with that, like I said, it's very, like, fairy, like, I was entering Neverland. I was becoming a fairy pirate or whatever. So, yeah, I think that's everything I had. I'm going to give you, so you can look at it if you want to. Hopefully you can see it alright, but I know that my quality of my videos are not the best, but there you can see that. And you can see if I scroll up is the previous album that I did. I didn't used to like put the date of when I listened to it, so now I just know it's from 2021, but it was a while ago, obviously. So that was really fun. I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to pull up real quick so I can find out which album we are doing next. I believe it is Tiot's album, but I don't remember what the title is at the moment. Oh, hello. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that. It just started auto-playing one of my videos. Yes, we have Tiot's Frame the Blueprint, Prelude to Possibilities from last year. I think they literally released a new music video like last week. So if I'm gonna like frame this right, I might do like a little, I mean, I have a lot to get through. We have a lot of releases next week, if you guys are like aware of that. I think I have like 4 releases to like this week, which is crazy. I'm gonna check real quick because this is my last video that I'm filming this week, because I'm taking a break now this weekend. So I want to see how many releases we have next week. Yes, we have Extraordinary Heroes. We have 17, which I don't think I'm gonna get to 17 because I do have like a lot to catch up with them. But we have Extraordinary Heroes. We have 17, which will be for later. We have Kiss of Life. We have ITZY, and then we have, is it Billlie next week? Yes, okay, so it's a pre-release. I didn't know that. So, we might do that ahead of that. But again, we have a lot of stuff to get to. And also, I think One Pact is also coming out. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on next week. So we'll see how I decide to like frame everything and work everything out. But like I said, I might do... We'll see where everything falls. I mean, if we have a Billlie comeback, I might just do a big listen and have the new song included there. But I think it said just the album, so maybe it's a pre-release track, or if it's the actual like music video. I really don't know. But anyway, though, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, thank you for watching this. If you did enjoy it, thank you very much. So yeah, I'll be back next week for the next album listen, and then we have one more week after that, and then we're gonna start with a new bunch. So I hope you guys are excited for that, obviously. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to mention. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. You can also go over to my Patreon. You can like this video as well if you enjoyed it, and if you have anything to request, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I'll get to it one day. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah. Bye-bye!